Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women, which is why this Friday, February 6th, it is Go Red for Women. The Go Red for Women movement is the American Heart Association's national push to end heart disease and stroke in women. Joining me to share her inspirational journey is a national Go Red ambassador, Winsboro's very own Angelica Davis. Also, we have Miranda Williams joining us. She's going to talk to us in just a moment. First, though, Angelica, share your story with us. You said this happened after your third child.
So after I gave birth, roughly around 3 weeks, I started feeling symptoms of shortness of breath when I would move around, go into the store. When I would lay down, I felt like I was drowning. And, I knew it automatically that wasn't right. So a couple of weeks went by, and I would always make these appointments like I was going to the urgent care, but never went. So on July 26th, it was the day before my son's 16th birthday, I was on the phone with my son's grandmother, and she asked me what I was doing, and I simply said going up my stairs. And she told me over the phone that I had fluid on my heart. And I'm like, I don't, because I'm very healthy. So the next day, I was like, let me just go to the ER. I didn't want to wait to go to the doctor. So I went to the ER, and they did all the blood work, the workup, and they said, yeah, you have heart failure.
Wow. So after you got diagnosed with heart failure, I know fast forward, you said within 2 weeks you were able to get the transplant, right?
Yeah, so it was a while. So I got the diagnosis in July, and then they went through some steps like medication, because they said that I could recover with medication, proper diet, and nutrition, things of that nature. But for me, that didn't happen. It just kept getting worse and worse. And around November, that's when the end of October is when they started the whole process, the workup. And then the first part of November I got on, and then it was the end of November that I got my transplant, so about 2 weeks after.
I mean, you know so much of her journey. Hearing that she was able to get on that list quickly, it doesn't happen often, especially for African-American women. What do you feel about that?
It's just a blessing. I mean, there's no other way to really describe that. I think everything happens for a reason, and meeting Angelica, I know there was a whole lot more purpose left for her, and so I'm just very grateful that she was able to get that heart that quickly.
Well, let's talk about that purpose. You said that now you have a second wind about you. You are really going after it in life, and you really want to make sure that folks know about the research that this organization provides.
Yes, and it's important research because, like I was telling you earlier, for myself, if I didn't do any research on my own, I knew nothing about it. The doctors didn't say anything, and if I hadn't had somebody that knew about like their own heart issues, I wouldn't be here today. And that's why it's so important for us to utilize the American Heart Association, and it's important for them to do this research, so that way women like myself, like you, and like Miranda, when we go to our doctors, if they don't give us those resources, we would have that from the American Heart Association, which is why I want to work with them to get pamphlets in doctors' offices, because you see everything else about preeclampsia, high blood pressure, all that stuff, but you never see a pamphlet about postpartum cardiomyopathy, and I think that's crazy. So.
Yeah, spreading awareness.
Yes.
Talk to us about what we can do on Friday, because so often we see women wearing red, right? But then we're like, what can we do past that point?
Sure. So one of the best things about this whole Go Red for Women campaign is it's really all about power, empowering women. I'm a heart disease survivor myself, and so I can tell you, when you find out that you have an issue, it's not the end of the world. It's your time to take control of your health, to take control of your lifestyle so that you can live your best life. So on Friday, we will be at the City of Columbia for a proclamation. We will actually have Connor Shaw will be our guest speaker, but it's a day of awareness. It's a day to make sure you're educating your friends, your family members, any woman in your life that you love or don't love. Just make sure they know their numbers, they know healthy lifestyle steps to take. One of the things my doctor told me when I had my cardiac event was I needed to figure out a way to have some self-care all the time. De-stress, get some rest. That was one of the biggest things. So I think that's one of the things we can do, is continue to make sure we're educating the women that we love and everybody that we love around things they can do to live their best life.
Yeah, women, we got to have each other's back.
Absolutely.
And I love also that you're from Winsboro. We got some great folks coming out of Winsboro, okay? So we're going to make sure we get all this information shared. And thank you so much for sharing your journey. I know it's going to serve as an inspiration for so many women out there. And hopefully you all go and spread the word and wear your red on Friday.
On Friday, yes.
All right, save this story. We're going to share it online, on social media, all the platforms. Stay with us. Much more to come here.